All right, let's talk today about Ninjatrader. All right, they are a one-stop shop, and to me, to be honest, my opinion now, I believe they are and offer the best charting platform surrounding the opportunity to trade futures. Okay, I'm not saying that there's aren't other platforms that are just as robust and provide lots of tools and features that you can use in trading futures. But I believe, because I've been using them since day one. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that I haven't tried other or tested other charting platforms out there. I've tested and tried Sierra Charts. It's a great platform. You have TradingView just as well. But I believe when it comes to trading the actual future markets, I would prefer to go with one of the top companies out there that's been around for a period of time, that's weathered the test of time and shown that they are number one when it comes to trading futures. Now, they also offer their brokeraging service, which I believe they probably started about 8 or 10 years ago. I'm still with AMP Futures. I've been with them when Ninjatrader and AMP were doing business together, meaning I could use Ninjatrader as the platform and then AMP as the broker. They were doing business like that back then, but they severed ties many years ago, and since then I've been grandfathered in. Now, if I choose to, ever leave AMP and then, break my basically contract with them in a sense, which technically is not a contract, it's meaning ending my service with them and using them as a broker, then I no longer have the option to be able to use the two together. Now, and no longer can you do so, all right? So if you're someone that's watching right now and you have interest of going to AMP Futures because I'm using AMP Futures and thinking that you can use Ninjatrader, no, you cannot do that. Now, AMP Futures does offer a variety of different charting platforms and tools that you can use with them as a broker. They are a great broker in my book, okay? Now, if I was to ever leave AMP, I would turn to Ninjatrader or probably go over to TraderVate or something like that. And that's what this video is titled, or in the title of the video is about today. Identifying and using and having a regulated broker. Please do not use unregulated brokers. I know in the Forex world there were issues with, people using unregulated brokers and just a mountain of issues that stem from that. So make sure your broker is regulated, okay, when making that choice. Ninjatrader is a valuable and great option. They, number one, I feel have some of the lowest commission rates in the industry or business of trading futures, and also their margin rates are great. When it comes to being able to set up shop, fund your account, and don't need much startup capital to really start trading when it comes to the initial margin requirements. Like, for example, like the micros, right? If you see right here, they offer the option to be able to trade futures, $50 a day trading margins, okay, and low commissions. They're talking about the micros, and I tell people all the time that if you've never traded before, but you are either learning, educating, or have already started to demo and simulate trading futures, and you have perfected it, a strategy you may have, or maybe you've been watching my channel and picked up on the strategy that I pretty much offer here on the channel for free, in the sense of through all the video content. Now there's also a private community within this community to where I share valuable content and information, more so than that you will receive surrounding the cornerstone and the blueprint to how I trade, which I'll talk about towards the end of the video. For anyone that's interested in becoming an elite and ultra elite supporter of the channel, it's very inexpensive, but that's where I directly go into detail about trade setups and surrounding video content, around those setups, and discussing things more in depth of nature. Okay, so what I want to talk about here is, why do I believe that Ninjatrader is one of the best options to turn to when it comes to a regulated broker? For one, their margins are very, very low. Their startup cost to get, to start trading is very low. Okay, so their commissions are as well are low as well. Okay, so they have some of the lowest commissions and margins in the industry. I would turn to them over, say, a company like Interactive Brokers, which their initial margin requirements are pretty high, and I'm not sure, why, but they're a great company. I see nothing but positive things about them. But to me, ultimately, it's like, why would you, if someone who has smaller amounts of capital would take interest in even turning to or looking at Interactive Brokers, where their initial margin requirements are pretty high? Okay, so if you don't believe me, you could go to Interactive Brokers, go over to their futures trading section, click on margins, and then you'll see the list of contracts or instruments that you can trade and showing you their intraday margins, their the overnight maintenance margins, things of that nature. Okay, but what you really want to be focused in on is the intraday margin requirements. If you're someone that's definitely a day trader that likes to trade during the actual New York session or pre-market, things of that nature like that. So, for example, I'll show you right quick. We'll go to pricing, and when I scroll below, you're going to see these are the price per month if you choose to go with one of their monthly subscription plans. So they got their free version. Yes, you can use Ninjatrader and trade with them free, nothing attached to it, or the monthly or the lifetime license. There are perks to, upscaling or upgrading to one of the monthly or lifetime license plans. Of course, you get lower commission rates per side, and you get some other perks and things when it comes to the bells and whistles of some of the tools that they offer as well. So if we go down to, we'll look at commission rates here in a second, but we'll go down to their margins. All right, I'm going to show you just as an example. And let's go to like the CME and the micro futures right quick. Micro indices will show that. So if you're interested in trading like the MES, look, $50, that's their intraday margin right there. Okay. And if you're someone that's interested in trading like the MNQ, it's $100. That's their intraday margin. So that basically that means is that you need to have $100 per contract in your account if you want to trade the micro NASDAQ, or $50 per contract intraday to trade the MES. Now, if we go to like some of the, let's say you're interested in trading the E-minis, we'll go to the E-mini indices right quick. The Dow's not on here because it trades on the CBOT. These are contracts that trade on the CME, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. The MES, $500 margin intraday, and $1,000, and then $500 was $1,000 for the NASDAQ, and then $500 for the Russell. So those are the margin requirements. These right here, this right here, which says initial, this is the maintenance margin amount, which means that if you carry your contracts over, or your positions over into the Globex or overnight session, or past the closing of the actual session, you're going to have to have this in your account per contract to be able to carry your to be able to trade into, basically holding the trade for long-term purposes in a sense. I'm day trading, I'm intraday trading, so I do not even, this doesn't, it's something that I'm actually concerned with at all, because I'm strictly intraday margin trading only. Okay, so that's what the margins are, and to me, honestly, they have like probably the lowest. There are other options out there, of course, like futures and TraderVate. But to me, overall, I believe Ninjatrader, when it comes to margins, has everyone beat out as far as intraday trading margins. Okay, now if we look at like the commissions, I'll show you that right quick. I just want to talk about that. I mean, Ninjatrader is a great company. I'm gonna tell you that. But before they even offered their brokeraging services, and they were pretty much allowing you to outsource, basically going to finding a broker and then using them as a platform. Now they have where it's one-stop shop. They offer everything to where you don't have to look on the outside. And even if you're someone that maybe uses, another charting platform, say TradingView, you can actually connect directly to TradingView through Ninjatrader and use TradingView as your charting platform, and just use Ninjatrader as the broker if you choose to. Okay, and I may make a video about that, explaining how to connect or set up your Ninjatrader account, or sync the Ninjatrader account with the TradingView account for those that have that like to trade with TradingView. Now, I believe when it comes to with me, I trade range charts, so I'm not sure if TradingView actually offers full-on range chart option, chart style trading. I believe they do, because some people in the Discord actually use TradingView, and I think there's a little loophole that you can get around that will allow you to still use range charts. But to me, if someone that's really interested in using range charts, Ninjatrader, TraderVate is the valuable option to turn to. Some of you that trade time-based charts, yeah, I mean, TradingView is a good option if you like using TradingView. A lot of people do, because it offers a lot of different tools that you can use, and it is a great platform. I'll say that TradingView is a great platform. But when it comes to the actual commissions, I'll say this right now. We'll blow this up a little bit, so you can see. Let's look at like the hopefully you can see this. Okay, so like the MES, okay, here are the commission rates. These are based on per side and round term. For example, like let's see, contract. Let's see what they got here. Let's go down to the MES, the micro mini S&P 500 futures. So you got your exchange, NFA, clearing, and or your additional fees, your clearing fee and your exchange fees, right? And then you have the commission fees right here, right? These are the itemized rates, as you can see, and this is per side, so this is not round term. So like that's the exchange fee, that's the clearing fee, and then depending on if you have the lifetime, monthly, or free version, that's what it would be as far as commission, as you see right here. So you add this to either this, or this, depending on which one of the versions of the charting platform you're using, the free, the monthly, or the lifetime license version. And that's going to give you right here, okay, free, monthly, and then lifetime fee. You add these two together and to one of this, or this one right here, and that's going to tell you what your fees are going to be per side. Okay, you do that times 2 because you have both a it's called round turn trading. Okay, this is per side, round turn. Entering and exit is what you're going to pay based on, and that's per contract. Okay, so if you are someone that is using the free version, it'd be 95 cents, not dollars, but 95 cents 2 times. That's round turn, and then if you're trading 2 contracts, then times 2 is again. Okay, so that'll let you know what your fee for commissions would be round turn. Trading the E-mini, let's say Nasdaq right here. I'm sorry, that's the E-mini Nasdaq. Let's look at the where is it? MNQ. Okay, here it is right here. Same fees right here apply. Now if you're trading like the ES, here it is right here. The exchange and NFA fees $1.40, clearing 19 cents, and then this is the commission fees, depending on which one of the platform size that you're actually using, whether you're using the free, monthly, or lifetime. These are the round term, again, times 2, okay, for your both your entry and exit. So each time you enter the market, that's your entry. When you exit, that's your exit. Your exit. So you're going to do that 2 times. So if you're using like the free version, then it's going to be $2.88 times 2, okay, times 2. So, or someone that's paying for like the monthly version to use the platform, $2.58, and then the lifetime, meaning owning your license right out, $2.18. Now, I will say this right now, I believe the lifetime license is $14.99. Sometimes around the holidays they give back a kickback on like $200 or $300, so I believe it goes down to either like $11.99 or $12.99. They do that around the holidays, so it may be a good time to kind of keep your eye open to say that, kind of maybe put some money away and say if you want to buy your license right out, meaning you will never be charged again for all the bells and whistles in using Ninjatrader, other than your data fee and things of that nature like that, and your commission fees, but it will reduce the overall commission rate. That's a significant difference than from using the free version per side, $2.88 down to $2.18. You see that right there? So that is what is that right there? 70 cents. Okay, that's going to save you 70 cents per side per contract. So that adds up depending on how many. Depending on how often you trade, how many contracts are you trading, how many times a week are you actually trading. You hear me always talking about limiting your number of trades though, right? So honestly, if you're someone that's really not trading a whole lot, just maybe 1 or 2 trades a day, and just a few contracts, then going with the free version is fine. If you want to kind of step it up and use the monthly version, it just all depends on you. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. But if you're someone that trades a large number of contracts and you're trading multiple positions, most people aren't who trade lots of contracts. Most people are loading up on a contract size, especially people who are trading 20, 30, 40, 50 contracts, whatever it is, they're going in for 1 trade and that's going to be it. And most people are kind of holding that through, so they have larger size accounts. But yeah, that's my spin. That's my take on why I personally feel as if Ninjatrader is within the top 1 to 3 best brokers out there, or cheapest brokers out there to use, that are regulated, that provide a one-stop shop for all future traders out there. You don't have to piecemeal things together. Let me go find a futures broker, let me go find a charting platform, and merge the two together and have it put in your account information so that the two sync or tied together. They provide it all for you. They'll help you set it all up. They have provided great customer service as well. I've been, again, using their charting platform for many, many years, and no issues or problems at all. Okay, so I would highly recommend them. If you're someone that's interested, let's go to Ninjatrader.com, choose your plan. Of course, put in your email information, sign up, and it'll walk you through a series of steps from there. But yeah, you want to choose, which one of these plans you want to go in here or go with, the free, the monthly, or the lifetime, depending on you. Of course, as you start to move up and you do pay for the, if you want to pay the $99 monthly fee or buy your lifetime license, you do receive, again, lower commission rates per side, which, depending on how often you trade, again, and how many contracts you trade, I mean, it could be a good savings to you. Some people just like to own their lifetime license right out, and that be it. But yeah, one thing about the monthly and the lifetime license, you do receive like the orders flow suite package. There are some additional, like I said, perks and rewards for, paying into the monthly and lifetime or owning the lifetime license. So check into that, definitely. But they will walk you through and answer any questions. They great customer service. I never had an issue with them. But yeah, when it comes to trading margins, guys, depending on what you want to trade, the micros, the full-on E-minis, I mean, their margin rates are extremely low. Some of the best in the industry, okay? But that's all I have for you guys today. Again, now I'm going to say this now. Anyone out there who's interested in becoming an elite member or supporter of the channel or an ultra elite, what you're receiving are my trade breakdown videos, the video playlist, and a great video covering market structure. The trade breakdown videos, there's tons of that video content. And what it is, I'm going and explaining to you in great detail or depth about the trades that I actually take. These are the trades I post over on the Discord, okay? But I go back and break them down so that you can understand the basis of why I took those trades surrounding market structure, price action, what the market was doing, what was I looking at, walking you through my mindset, okay? But it's basically breaking down the cornerstone, the bluestone, the cornerstone or blueprint to the strategy and how I actually trade. As I'm walking you through these setups, you'll start to, the more video content you watch in that private community and those trade breakdowns, you'll start to understand yourself. Okay, I'm grasping it now, okay? Because the strategy is not complex. It's very simple. It's just top-down analysis, marking up, higher range charts, trying to find an entry point on a smaller or lower range chart using multi-chart confluence. Because confluence is what really matters when it comes to trading. The more confluence you have on your side, the better the setups are going to work for you. All right. If you're interested in becoming an ultra elite, you receive everything that I just discussed, which was all the trade breakdown video content, my video playlist, and the great video surrounding market structure, as well as all of my live recorded trading sessions where I'm basically from the opening of the market or when I start trading, I'm recording my trading content, explaining in detail what I'm looking at, as well as you see the trades that I'm actually taking, and I'm breaking those down or explaining to you the trades as I'm taking those trades, or as soon as they're over with. I may not if I'm trying to focus in on that trade, I may say I'm in a trade, and then what happened after, as soon as I exit that position and get out of it, I'll explain to you why I took that trade. What was I looking at, some trades are better than others. Of course, everybody knows that. We don't control the markets, and you have to understand that. But yeah, what you receive is the full-on recorded live trading sessions if you become an ultra elite supporter. In addition to everything I talked about and just said, trade breakdowns, video playlists, and the market structure video. Okay. Now, if you're interested in becoming a elite or an ultra elite supporter, where you receive all that additional private access to all of that video content, there's a link right below the Discord link in the description portion of the video. Click on it. As soon as you do, 3 tiers will pop up. Make sure to choose either the elite or the ultra elite tier, because it'll pop up to the left-hand side when you do so. And when you click on each one of those tiers, it's going to let you know what you receive as far as perks and rewards, okay? The fee, very inexpensive, okay? I'm not here to dig into anybody's pockets, whatever the case is. It's just your way of supporting and showing me support here on the channel by providing you and letting you know a strategy that's been working for me for many years, and I'm sharing it with you guys and giving you insightful information of how I actually use it, okay? Again, the link is down in the description portion of the video. If you're interested in joining the Discord, it is actually free, okay? Come over and join us. But that's all I have, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't taken the time to go ahead and sub already here on the channel, please take the time right now to subscribe by clicking that button. Make sure to also click the bell next to or as soon as you click the sub button, so you don't miss any of the uploaded content here on the channel when I do post. Outside of that, if you found value in today's video, make sure to drop me a like right now by clicking the thumbs up button. Take care, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Okay.